Yo, what's up? This is Sonny from Sonny Eat Well Club. Okay, what we're going to do here today, I'm going to make a Christmas ham dinner, and what I want to do is I want to cut the calories and I want to cut the sodium out of it, so this is what I've got. Okay, you go to the regular supermarkets, and I bought a pre-cooked ham, alright, and they are pre-cooked, but what it is, ham is a little bit on the salty side. So what I want to do is I'm going to take this ham, okay, and a pot, we're going to put this whole half a ham in the pot. We're going to cover it with some water. And what I want to do is I want to boil this. I want to boil this to get some of the salt out of it. So I'm going to put the cover on here. Let's get the stove going here. Okay. Okay, so I've got this ham boiling away here. We're going to get the salt out and let's strain it. In the meantime, we're going to make our make-believe mashed potatoes. So what I did here, I got some frozen cauliflower that I already cooked. You can use fresh. And and what we're going to do is we're going to use our food processor here. And I'm going to throw this right in. And we're going to get this going a little bit here. And like I said, by all means, you want to use fresh, use fresh. The only reason I use frozen is to save time. So watch how we're going to do these make-believe mashed potatoes. Let's get this going here. All right. Okay, while that's sitting there a minute, I took 2 sweet potatoes. The 2 sweet potatoes, I rubbed them with grapeseed oil, put the holes in it with the fork, and I microwaved them. So what we're going to do on this type of mashed potatoes that we're doing, I'm going to cut this open like this. Cut this open like this. I'm going to take the fork and I'm going to scoop out the inside and put them in the food processor with the cauliflower. Okay, let's get that all in there. Now, when I microwave these sweet potatoes, it all depends how big they are. The best thing to do, put them in for about 3 to 4 minutes. Put the fork through them. If the fork goes through them, they're done. If not, put them in a couple more minutes. All right. So this is going to be our make-believe mashed potatoes. All righty. Let's get this over to the side. And let's get this on. Blend this a little bit here. Okay, what I'm going to do, on previous shows it showed how we made our chicken stock. Okay, so I do have some of our chicken stock here that I had frozen. Okay, or you can use canned as long as it's low sodium. I'm going to put a little bit of that right in there. Now, very rarely I use butter. Okay, but I have a tablespoon of butter that I'm going to put in. Like I said, far and in between I like to use butter, but on this particular holiday special, we're gonna. Alright, let's see how this is coming along. Let me take our fork. Okay, it's getting there. It's getting there. Alright, got the butter in there. I'm gonna mix this around a little bit more. I have a tablespoon of grapeseed oil I'm going to put in there. All right, and I'm going to put another little bit of the chicken stock in there. Like I said, you got to play around with that. It all depends how much you're going to make. And let's use the food processor. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in a bowl and put this over to the side. Okay, I checked on our ham. I added a little bit more water to it. That's what you might have to do too. Just check it. Okay, just boiling away nicely. I took our make-believe mashed potatoes and their cauliflower sweet potato mashed potatoes. I put them on the side over here. What we're going to do now, we're going to make a gravy or a sauce, whatever you want to call it, for the ham. Okay, but it's going to be low calories. So this whole sauce is only going to come in to 50 calories. All right? So this is how we're going to do this. I'm going to use the food processor again. All right, and I'm going to put a can of the pineapples in there, and these are crushed pineapples. Let's get all of that out. Okay, and I've got a can of cranberries. This is the gel, and we're going to put that in there. And like I said, this whole mixture here, this whole gravy here is only going to become 50 calories. Okay, so let's move this to the side over here, and let's get going with this here, and we'll... Okay, let's check it out. Okay, let's give it another pulse. Okay, that's looking good. Like I said, this whole thing's gravy is only going to come to 50 calories, and you're not going to put this whole thing on your dish. So what I'm going to do here is I've got a pot here. I'm going to take this out, this in the sink here, and pour this gravy right into the pot there. And what we're going to do now is we're going to let this heat up, not to come to a boil, just a little bit of a simmer, okay? Now, if it gets a little bit too thick, we have our chicken stock you can add to it. You got to keep stirring it and checking it. So while this is going on here, I'm going to move this over to here, and we're going to talk about our string beans. All right? Now, with our string beans here, these are, again, frozen string beans. And what I did here, okay, I microwaved them. You want to use fresh, definitely use fresh, okay? Or, like I said, if you're going to use fresh, you got to boil them. So, here's my string beans. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this aside over here. I'm going to go back to my ham, strain the ham, and then we'll go back to our string beans. All right, we're back here now. All right, what I did, I still got my gravy here heating up, and I stirred this a couple times. I strained the ham. The ham was boiling there for a while. I like to bring the ham to a boil. Like I said, if you keep checking, you might have to add more water to it. Okay? Once it goes to a good rolling boil, let it simmer, shut it off, let it cool, then strain it. All right, and I've got our make-believe mashed potatoes there, the cauliflower sweet potatoes. All right? Now, one of the things which I talk about on all the shows is what I use is no salt, sodium-free. Okay? This is very important to enhance my food that we make here. And I've got the frying pan over here, and I have a little different type. I've got the grapeseed oil, but I got the spray grapeseed oil. I sprayed a little bit of that in there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take our string beans that are already cooked, I'm going to throw them in there. And I'm going to take some walnuts, okay, unsalted, and I'm going to throw them in there. Put this over to the side, and I'm going to take our chicken stock, and I'm going to put a little bit of the chicken stock right in there. Okay? Put this over to the side here. Okay, and now we're going to take these and let these cook down a little bit, saute them real fast, and of course, no salt. I don't particularly use pepper today on this, but you want to put pepper on it, put pepper on it. But remember, no salt, sodium-free, good product. Use it. Grapeseed oil, remember I tell you the grapeseed oil? I used a spray today. Doesn't break down to trans fat when you heat it up. All right, so we're going to let this simmer down a little bit. And remember, this is a Christmas ham dinner, low calories, low sodium. All right? So, let this cook here a little bit, and we'll be right back, and we'll put this whole thing together. Okay, look what I prepared this little platter for you to see. This is a low sodium, low cal ham Christmas dinner. Now, I had my gravy cooking over here. And what I'm going to do, like I said, this whole pot comes to 50 calories. And you're not going to use a whole pot on your dish. We're going to take a little of this gravy. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pour a little bit like this over here like that. Let's get this going here like this. All right, and we got a lot left over, and don't forget, I only cut some of the ham up. We have a whole half a ham left over there. Okay, so here we go here. We got cauliflower, sweet potato mashed over here, our make-believe mashed potatoes. We got our string beans, okay, with our walnuts. We got our ham that we boiled down to get some of the salt out of it. We have our cranberry gravy, okay, that only comes into 50 calories, all right, for the whole pot, okay? So you can enjoy a nice ham Christmas dinner, okay, and have a low sodium calorie dinner, all right? Now, remember, this is Sonny from Sonny-Fitness and Sonny's Eat Well Club. We do fat-burning, low-sodium, low-cal meals to lose weight. When it comes to weight loss meals, I'm the real deal. We are now on Eat Well Club Facebook. You can get me a hold of me. Email me. Let's try this out. Happy Christmas. And for New Year's, we're going to do a New Year's dinner. We're going to do some fish. And we're going to do a prime rib. Okay? Sonny from Sonny Eat Well Club. Don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm the real deal for weight loss meals.